Friday Night Football Fever, presented by TCU. The hits start now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to WSBT Friday Night Football Fever. I'm Pete Byrne. He's Dean Huppert. And Dean, we got another great show tonight. Week 3 in Indiana and some great conference matchups, including a couple big challenges for our teams in the Princess City.
Yeah, not all the teams get to do this, but we get a second show tonight. Penn and Mishawaka, they go against the big boys, but we have to start with one of the biggest rivalries in the state, the Holy War.
No doubt about it. Every time St. Joe and Marion meet up, it's great. The Knights on the rise, 2-0. The Indians still finding themselves looking for their first win, but if you get it against your rival, there's nothing better than that. Indians and Knights, both teams fired up. Love that entrance in the Father Bly Field for the Tribe, but our reigning outstanding student athlete of the week, Xander Horvath, has his eyes on the end zone early. 20 yards for the score on the opening drive of the night, and the Knights go up 6-0 just like that. You know, I'm told the force is strong with that one, D.
I guess so.
All right. Hey, so St. Joe's turn to answer. They put a good drive together here. Tony Carmola rolls out, hits Courtney Roll. He's breaking tackles, crossing midfield, and he is fired up because St. Joe is on the move. But they get close to the red zone, and then a costly mistake. Carmola on the keeper stood up, and that football is jarred loose, and Marion falls on it. And now the Knights are in business, and they don't need long to answer. They run the counter to Julian Kulchis, and he's got nothing but green turf ahead of him. One of your finalists for Highlight of the Night, get on the line and vote, online and vote, 62 yards. Knights up 14-0, and they roll rival St. Joe in the Holy War, 42-0, the final tonight at Father Bly Field. Just down the street, it was South Bend, Washington hosting South Bend Clay. Two city rivals looking for their first wins of the year, and it's Washington who strikes first. Tyrese Belcher keeping it himself for the touchdown. Panthers go up 14-0 early in the second quarter. Now, Clay hasn't scored yet this season, but they're about to get a boost from their special teams. Keep your eyes on number 5, Jameer Johnson. Going to track down the returner and strip the football from behind. Julian Cavallo scoops it up, and that's the first touchdown of the year for Clay Colonials. Make it a one-score game. And they've got a chance to tie it up right before halftime. Chris Anderson looking deep, but Washington's Devontae Hall picks it off. Washington gets their first win of the year, 21-12, the final. And over at Jackson Field tonight, it was South Bend Riley hosting South Bend Adams. Eagles leading 31-0 at halftime and looking to add to it. Andrew Burgess can beat you in so many ways. Great run here as he splits a couple of tacklers, and he's off past midfield for a nice game, and that would set up Ivan Blunt getting some love on the goal line. Adams goes up 37-0. But give Riley credit for playing hard for 48 minutes. Adams looking for more here when Jarrell Page picks off the pass. Riley scores the final 21 points of the night. Little too late. Adams gets the win 37-21. So Antoine Jones and company 2-1 to start the year. Now, Dean, you were over at Mishawaka tonight. When you say Indianapolis Cathedral, you're talking about a powerhouse in this state.
And you talk about reputation sometimes, stepping on the field, but they are the winningest program in state history with 710 wins, 12 state championships, titles in 5 out of the last 6 years, 7 out of the last 10, and of course they beat Mishawaka last year 52-25. Look at these guys. There's Pete Werner. He's going to Notre Dame. Marcus Strepp. He didn't play tonight. Marquise Strepp. He's going to Notre Dame. And look at this guy. He's being recruited by Michigan, only a junior, and everybody else looking at him. There's Werner, the Notre Dame recruit, number 14. Look at this for Mishawaka. Found themselves down 27-0. Defensive back Ethan Ritt with the interception. They've got at least 7 Division I players. Then the tackle by Christian Montgomery. Ryan Roboleski didn't have anywhere to go. Nice tackle by Lucas Carrico. Then the play of the night for Cathedral. You see the blocking there by big number 72, but Quincy Keller finds Colin Odell. Cathedral's 3-0. They win 41-20. Good effort by Mishawaka in the second half. How about Brother Rice? Power from Michigan at Penn. And, of course, Brother Rice has 19 players in the NFL in the past few years. Last year, the Kingsmen beat these guys, though, and look at Penn's James Appalucci, the first score of the game, and it was 7-0. The Kingsmen crazies want to be fans of the night. Brother Rice, Mariano Valente to Matthew Jordan. I don't know if he got down, but they called it 7-7. Matt Kamakewicz not only had a huge 82-yard punt return, but he got this key catch in the fourth quarter. Then it was up to the Wild Bunch. Oh, there's a future star. Corey Yeoman gets career win number 145. Penn 3-0, 14-7 was the final. The Jimmies of Elkhart County hosting Elkhart Central. Might be the last time these guys play. Coach Campbell saying, we got to do it early, boys. Sam Pollock getting it to Zach Hill, and he is off to the races. First play of the game, 70 yards for the touchdown. Jimmy's have the lead. And the next offensive series, you say, Hill's going to get his time. Kenny Kern says, give me the ball, coach. I want mine. K squared, the inside handoff. He's gone 65 yards. They go on to win it 42-20.
Town's looking good to start the year. Hey, we're just halfway through the show here, but coming up next, we got some big games in the Northern Lakes Conference, including a showdown of undefeateds.
Oh, that's huge in Napanee. We're going to go to Glen, Culver, and Central Noble. We'll see how Fairfield did tonight. Stay tuned. More of Fever coming up right after this.
Friday Football Fever, brought to you by Teachers Credit Union.
Welcome back to Friday Night Fever. The biggest game tonight, Dean, in the Northern Lakes, no question. Undefeated Concord and Northwood squaring off for the Minutemen, your defending champs coming in, and also winners of 11 straight in this rivalry. But the Black Crunch playing at home at Andrews Field, taking on Craig Kaler and the Minutemen and looking to end that streak. Well, they're off to a good start. Northwood up 7 at halftime, and Trey Belinsky drops and hits DeAndre Smart, who's going to take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. That would lead to a touchdown, and Northwood goes up 26-13. Could this be the year? Minutemen looking to answer. Jack Leeton lofts it up for Cedric Mitchell, who's got great speed, and he's already behind the defense. 41 yards for the touchdown. Concord makes it 26-19, and we got a one-score ball game again. But Belinsky goes back up top, this time hitting Drew Minnick for the 35-yard catch and run, and that would allow Peyton Bear to make his way into the end zone a couple of plays later. Panthers lay it on late to win it 50-32. They beat the Minutemen for the first time since 2004. Elsewhere, John Barron looking for win number 100 as Plymouth hosts Warsaw at the Rock Pile. Warsaw trailing 10-7. You know, sometimes when you're the quarterback of Warsaw, you end up being the bachelor. Well, here Michael Jensen is just going to orchestrate a great drive instead. Takes off for a nice gain, and that sets up a 42-yard field goal off the foot of Andrew Mevis, and we've got a tie game. It's 10-all. But Plymouth looking to answer on the home field, and they do it on the ground. Colton Schuler gets to the second wave, finally taken down by the last defender, but by then they had momentum, and as we shift to the fourth quarter, Schuler's going to finish the drive. He starts taking it up the middle for the touchdown. Plymouth wins 17-10. That is win number 100 for Coach John Barron. Staying in the Northern Lakes, Elkhart Memorial hosting Goshen tonight. Chargers trailing 21-0 late in the half, but Scott Shaw draws up a nice one here. Andrew Williams is going to roll out, and he hits Andrew Goodman for the touchdown, and Memorial's able to get on the board before halftime. That gives the fans something to get fired up about. But Goshen, defense makes it tough for him tonight. This time Williams looking deep, and he's going to be picked off by Joshua Sanchez. Goshen wins at 35-14. The Redskins are 3-0. And finally, we head to Syracuse, where Wawasee took on Northridge tonight. Raiders in the red zone here. They pitch it to Tug Moglin, who's going to cut up field, take it in for the touchdown. Northridge on the road, a 7-0 lead, but Wawasee would answer. Thanks to Tyler Smith. Broken play here, but he's going to make something out of it. In fact, he's going to make a whole lot of something out of that. One of our finalists for Highlight of the Night. Get online right now and vote. This game would go to double overtime, and the Warriors block an extra point to win it 21-20. So Wawasee still unblemished this year.
All right, time to head over to Walkerton. You know, Bremen and John Glenn, they've been rivals for years, but both head coaches actually former players at their schools.
That's right. Damon Groves took over at Glenn last year, and Jordan Leeper, the new man this year for the Lions.
So he's trying to keep the tradition going. Bremen had won 5 out of the last 6 meetings. Glenn felt like they were playing a little better. They went to Marion last week. Here come the Falcons. Bremen a little more business as usual. Of course, business with a little B. The Lions, Ben Wonder makes a wonderful special teams play, the block field goal. But Glenn's defense comes through. Billy Harness looks Matt Box in the eye and catches the ball. That's an interception coming back the other way. But here comes the Green Machine. Grant Cloco gains big yardage for the first down. And if you're going to gain big yardage, you might as well get the touchdown. Box to Cloco. Bremen wins 35-7. Sweet pass. How about Winnemat taking on Culver? Jack DeGroot says, give me the ball. Harley Pugh, he looks and finds it, and that one is in the end zone for the Warriors. Then it's the Warriors' Matt Shorter getting the handoff. But this Culver defense was tough tonight. Look at the Cavs just swarming all over the place. Then it's going to be the long pass from DeGroot to Travis Dixon. This one comes up for 45 yards. The Warriors trying to make something happen, but the defense was too good tonight. Culver wins 15-14. Cavs 2-1, while Winnemac falls to 0-3 for the first time since 2002. The Fairfield Falcons on the road at Central Noble. Fairfield on defense, and look at this. Uh-oh, the Cougs lose the ball, and Sylvanius Miller jumps on it. Falcons a huge stop. Then after an interception, Fairfield answers with Connor Kitson. Fairfield wins at 28-10. Big victory for them. Other scores tonight: New Prairie beat Andrean 38-28, and LaVille a huge win 28-0. The Lancers now 3-0.
That's right. Culver Military also beat Berrien Springs 10-7. LaPorte knocks off Valpo 39-38. Nice comeback for the Slicers. Caston beat West Central, and Pioneer takes down Triton. All right, we're almost